Hi, this is Clay Dixon. Join me as Dot Dixon. Here we are at the KHSAA State Championships 2013 in Lexington, Kentucky, the Kentucky Horse Park. We're about to start off with the first competition of the day, the 1A Boys State Championship. But we're going to take you back to last week at Region 5A highlights, the GRC Super Region at Likens Park. Here we are. Some favorites we're looking at for today. We got Nicholas Waltman and Hunter Trenary. Be looking out for them. You got
things to look for at today's state meet. It's going to be a battle between Region 3, Region 4, and Region 5 champions. We have Nicholas Waltman from 5A and Hunter Trenary, 5A, that you see crossing the finish line there. They're going to be battling it out. They've battled it out all season. We also have Jonathan Taylor, Matt Bodie, and a bunch of others that we can talk about from Region 4A, Josh Hannon, Michael Caldwell, and Eric Ball.
I'm about to be starting off the guys. Jonathan Taylor from Portland Christian. He's from he's like right across the street from Tom Sawyer Park, and that's where they host the Greater Louisville Classic and Trinity Invitational. Did very well there this year. And be looking out for Michael Caldwell from Bishop Brossard. Had a breakout season so far. He's gone down sub 16 this year several times. So be watching for him. He's one of your favorites.
Jonathan Taylor at the Greater Louisville Classic came in first with a time of 16:08. At the Trinity meet, ran a 16:05.
And they're off. They're going to be 400 meters up to where the camera is. They'll be looping around the race. They're at 3.1 miles.
Also at the Trinity meet, Nicholas Waltman, who will be competing here today, he ran a 16:01, so he was just a step or two ahead of Jonathan Taylor. Matthew Bodie, St. X, came in second. Jonathan Taylor was first in that. So a lot of these athletes have been battling it out all season.
Waltman, he's done, I believe, mid to low 15-minute 5K. Did that at Footwalker. Here you see Caldwell on the green. Behind him, there's Logan Campbell from Owsley County. There's Eric Baugh, VMA. And then here's everybody else. We got about 200 runners out here today. Get the total number for you. Just a second. Teams to look for. We got 216 total runners. Teams to look for is St. Henry, who is a defending champion for, I believe, 11 years now. So most of these runners right now, there's your leaders, with Trenary in the lead, Caldwell in the green. Back to the team. St. Henry, they've won for, I believe, probably the last 11 years, and that is like the last time they lost, well, all these kids were probably first, second grade. So basically their entire lifetime, these kids have known St. Henry as the state champion. But right now we got Bishop Brossard looking to take the title. They're winning. So far the entire year they've been beaten up on St. Henry, ranked ahead of them the entire year. See how it works out today. So this is the day to do it.
Well, if you look at the region results, in the Region 4A, Bishop Brossard came in first and St. Henry's came in second. So it could be a upset this year where St. Henry's may have a battle on their hands. Kind of an interesting footnote, the two teams to watch for in this boys Class A championship. As you said, St. Henry has just really dominated this. But if you look at the even number years, Bishop Brossard has placed in the top three. Bishop Brossard was third in 2008. In 2010, they were second. And then 2012, last year, they were third again. So it's two teams that are constantly battling each other out. But maybe this year, Bishop Brossard could have a leg up.
All right, there you see your leaders. They're about to hit they're about 300 meters away, or actually about 200 meters away from the 1 mile mark. It looks like you got Matt Bodie, Nicholas Waltman to the left side of the screen. Michael Caldwell, Hunter Trenary, all in that lead pack. It looks like we got a Greene County, I believe, in there. Or no, that's sorry about that. That was Jonathan Taylor. You see Logan Campbell up there. Right behind them, we're going to have a split for you for the 1 mile. The leader's going through the mile on 5:02. Solid time. That's about, if they slow down a little bit like I expect them to do, like everybody else does in this course, they'll probably be doing about 16 flat range. See if they can break 15. Very windy day today. See how it affects their conditions there. You got Caldwell in the lead, Trenary to his right. Eric Baugh in the VMA uniform, Sayre, it's Waltman. We got 5 guys there. There's Campbell in the maroon.
Some of the top runners from St. Henry's to be watching for today. Obviously, their top runner, Josh Hannon, keep an eye on. But Robert Brockman, he ran a 17:28 at regionals this past week. Andrew Smith ran an 18:19. Jake Plummer ran an 18:34. Brendan Hansen ran an 18:22, and Michael Redelia ran a 17:55, and Freihoffer ran an 18:24 at region. That's some of the St. Henry runners that you might want to keep an eye out for today.
We'll be crossing over to the second paddock. This is where most of the race takes place. This is normally where really the race develops. You see a lot of people trying to break people on this hill they're approaching. It's about 1.5 miles into it. There you see Caldwell with a stride or 2 lead over, it looks like Eric Baugh. There's Matt Bodie in 3rd place, Hunter Trenary 4th, Waltman 5th, and I believe that's Jonathan Taylor rounding out the lead pack there.
Over the last few years with this new course, this is where you see people start to make their move.
You see Taylor and Waltman falling off that pack a little bit. Waltman's trying to move back in there. See if Taylor can hang in there as well. See everybody trying to regain contact with your leader. It looks like Caldwell making his move up here, but everybody trying to move up there with him. So it's going to be an interesting race.
This year for Bishop Brossart, some of the top runners that they've had, obviously Michael Caldwell, he's in the lead pack right now. Also running for Brossart is Chris Lewis, Adam Hardig, Nick Schuler, Ross Clock, Ronnie Smith, and Mark Gollier are some of the top runners this season for Brossart.
Now, we've been running this course since 2009, so this is the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is the 5th year that we've had the state championship on this course, and I've learned that first mile goes out really fast, especially with that quarter mile straight. It's just a straight quarter mile uphill, so everybody goes kind of fast that first mile. Second mile is usually the slowest. Third mile, you got potential to run really fast there. It's got quite a big downhill stretch. Right now, they're currently in their second mile. Got about another quarter mile to go until they get to the 2 mile mark. You see Caldwell in the lead. That pack still hanging on there. You see Jonathan Taylor falling back a little bit. They'll be looping back down to this downhill section. The wind's going to be, they're about to be running head first into the wind in just a second. So usually you see a lot of people trying to draft behind them. You see their heads right behind that hill.
St. Henry's is the defending champion. They've never lost on this new Horse Park course here. The 2 teams, Brossart and St. Henry, they hail from the same region, and Brossart won region just last week. So, and that was a super region at Grant County. So we'll see if they can take some of that Grant County magic, and Brossart can bring it here to the horse park to combat St. Henry's years of tradition.
And you see all that downhill section there. You saw them really picking it up, and you see that pack just broke apart completely. Now we just got three guys in there. It's Caldwell, Bodie, and Baugh in that order. Waltman fell off quite a bit. Trenary trying to hang in there. He's currently in 4th place, but right now you got your 3 dudes. Caldwell, Bodie, and Baugh. Baugh in 3rd place, trying to hang on his stride rate. It's looking like he's just beginning to slow down a little bit there. As we see Trenary trying to regain contact with that pack. Here we are about to go into the 2-mile mark. There you see the clock at the bottom of your screen. We got Caldwell, Bodie, Baugh, Trenary, and then you got Waltman behind them. And you see Jonathan Taylor making the turn right now. Here we are at the 2-mile mark. Be putting up a split just in a second. It looks like they did a 10:25 to your leaders for a 2-mile.
10:32, 10:33, 10:34.
There we got it, your leaders. 1st through 4th, 2-mile, and 10:25 to 10:28. 5th place is 10:30, and 6th place 10:36. 5th place is Waltman. 6th is Taylor. Right now we got Caldwell, and it looks like just Bodie next to each other. Your lead pack went to the 2-mile. They went through in 5:23 for that 2nd mile. That was your split. Waltman, he did it in 5:25. So looks like they slowed down quite a bit from their 5:02 opening mile to 5:23. We got less than a mile to go, and right now it looks like we got Caldwell and Bodie, a race developing. Eric Baugh and Hunter Trenary and battling out for 3rd place. Going up to the last uphill section before the finish line. Less than a mile to go.
Caldwell won Region 4A, and the best he's ever done at state. Last year he was 6th at state, and in 2011 he was also 6th at state.
I've noticed that Caldwell's been really pushing the uphills today, especially that, and even that downhill section we had about a quarter mile ago. Bodie making a move here, passing up Caldwell. Bodie just did the Caldwell move and working up the uphill. Bodie, his first lead of the day, and he's opening it up to about 5 meters right now. Caldwell just trying to hang on. You can see his head pulling up a little bit, looking like he's a little winded, leading the entire race so far.
Bodie is the regional champion out of Region 3A. He ran a 16:20 there. He's a junior from Louisville Collegiate.
I believe last year he finished in the top 3. Yeah, I believe
he was 3rd at state last year.
Looking like he's underdog today, as he's taking down Caldwell right now. He's got himself a 10-meter lead with about 1,000 meters to go. Trenary in 3rd place, Eric Baugh in 4th. Waltman trying to hang in there. See if he can move up there.
Last 2 years, Waltman's been the runner-up behind
Taylor.
Jacob Thompson.
You see, looks like the first St. Henry. Then you got a pack there developing for the top 10 finish. There's your leader, Matt Bodie, coming out of nowhere. Nobody had him written down as the potential state champion. It looks like he's got it if he can hold it on for the next 800 meters. Caldwell, he was everybody's favorite. He looks like he's trying to hang on, see if he can push Bodie in this last downhill section. Hunter Trenary and Waltman, regional competition from last week. Trenary won it in a course record fashion. Here we are approaching the 3-mile mark, and it looks like it's Matt Bodie coming out of nowhere. Let's see what he did this last mile in. He killed. It looked like he just killed it. Let's see what he did it in. That's Matt Bodie, the junior. He's got himself quite a huge lead. Looks like a race developing for 2nd place. We've got Caldwell, Waltman, and Trenary all within 2 strides of each other. Matt Bodie, his 3-mile, 15:29. That's a 5:04 split. That's the 2nd fastest mile. He did a 5:02 to start it off, 5:23 in 2nd mile, and his 3rd mile, 5:04. So he really did some negative split in there. 2nd place, the chase pack, 15:55. 2nd through 5th or 4th, that's a 5:25 or 5:30 split. And here's Matt Bodie, your individual state champion from 1A from Collegiate. And then here's Nicholas Waltman, coming in for a runner-up spot just like every other year. Caldwell led your entire race. He's fallen off a little bit. Trenary coming in. It's going to be a close one here. Caldwell making a tumble there, and Trenary coming in third place, right behind Waltman. Jonathan Taylor in fifth place, always in the mix the entire time. Eric Ball fading to sixth place, but still maintaining it as he comes in. Got a big gap here. Be a close one here. St. Henry and it's Christian Appel from Trimble County. St. Henry looking like they're going to get the 7th spot. That's Josh Hannon. Christian Appel, and then there's Nathan Riggs battling out, getting into 8th place. Appel 9th. Tim Wost coming in 10th place, and Logan Campbell 11th.
Your champion from Region 7A ran a 16:57 at Region 7A, Logan Campbell from Owsley County.
Ethan Jenkins coming in 12th place from Butler County. Lucas Judd and Dedrick Troxell 13th and 14th. Rounding out the 15th spot, that's Garrett Faulkner from Williamsburg. There's St. Henry. Now it's all down to getting your top 5 in to see how it goes. But it looks like we just got a big pack of Bishop Rosart in there. Greene County looking very strong today.
Some of the results from the last few years. Last year, St. Henry was first. Walton Verona was second. Bishop Brossart was third. 2011, St. Henry first. Louisville Collegiate second. St. Mary's was third. 2010, St. Henry's, Bishop Brossart, and Owensboro Catholic in that order, 1, 2, 3. 2009, St. Henry's, Owensboro Catholic, and Villa Madonna, 1, 2, and 3. In the last race at the old Horse Park course, St. Henry's, Villa Madonna, Bishop Brossart, you can see some of the same names over the last several years all competing. Need to see who's going to triumph today in the team score.
One man we haven't mentioned yet was, you can't mention 1A without him, Jacob Thompson, Foot Walker finalist the last 2 years. Now he's gone on to North Carolina State for the Wolfpack. He's doing very well there. He's done sub 25 minutes for an 8K, and just to clarify, that's about 450-mile pace. And right now you just saw these guys coming in doing a 5:02 mile to open it out, and you're doing about 5:10 average today.
Some of the top talent that came here to compete today, the champion from Region 1A, Adam Lampkin. I believe he is a Murray runner. He ran at Fast Cats, did a 17:21, and first meet of the season, his home meet, Murray Invitational. He was 13th overall at that competition on the Jones Farm on a hot day in western Kentucky. Runner-up in Region 7A, Cody Johnson out of Lee County, senior. He's out competing today. We've already seen Ethan Jenkins come in. He was the regional champ out of 2A. Ran Fast Cats in 17:29. Already finishing today, I believe Garrett Faulkner. He came in 15th.
Williamsburg.
He's the Williamsburg product. He ran their region at Cave Lake Park over in Wayne County. He was the regional champ for 6A at the Pulaski County Invitational held earlier in the year there. He ran a 17:45.
All right, 1A girls state championship about to go off. We had a great race there for the guys, and we'll be starting off the girls in just a second. The 1A division, that's the smallest schools in Kentucky. 2A will be after this, and 3A to finish up the day. Here we are going to take you to last week, though, at the Lycans Park GRC Super Regional. This is the 5A girls highlights. Taking you there in just a second.
You really can't mention girls Class A without mentioning the girls from Region 5A. Maddox Patterson, she was the state champ in 09 and 10 and 11. And last year's defending state champ is Megan Smith out of Danville. You can see Patterson and Smith running right there on Lycans Park in Winchester. they battled it out in regional competition, and they've been battling it out every single year. In fact, those two girls are the only two state Class A champions on the new Horse Park course. And here you see them at Likens Park running, getting close to the end of the race, some of the highlights. But Smith, she set a meet record earlier this season on this course at the GRC Coaches Classic. Here you see Maddox Patterson. She's getting ready to break the course time.
She demolished Smith's record, and here's Smith demolishing her former record. But right now, here we are head-to-head at the state meet. We're going to be seeing who will be the winner. Smith, she's a senior. She started her first cross-country season last year. See how that works out. As we got the old veteran, Maddox Patterson, 3-time defending champion. All right, the girls are lined up, ready to go. And they're off.
Smith's PR, 5K PR, was in 1846. That was at the KY Track XC Showdown. Of course, that's a track time. That's not a cross-country time. In the Run for Your Lives this year, home meet, she ran in 1849, was first place. Last year at regionals, she was first place in 5A with a 1915. This year at the St. Henry's Invitational, she was first. Smith was with a 1939. Greater Louisville Classic, she was 8th overall with a 1927. Maddox Patterson was 6th overall in that race with a 1917. So these girls are going to battle it out. The GRC Coaches Classic, she was first with a 1954.
All right, and here we got, see Maddox Patterson towards the center of your screen now, and then you see Danville in the blue, Megan Smith. There's Samantha Hentz in the red, and every other girl you got. We got about, find out the total number here. All right, about 200 girls out here today. Be taking you to the 600-meter mark in just a second. Here we are. It's about 600 meters, and there you got Maddox Patterson leading Megan Smith, Carly Gawarecki in the maroons, Samantha Hentz in the red. Got himself about a 10-meter gap until we got everybody else coming on through. See your leaders in about the 800-meter mark in just a minute. We got 172 total, or 173 total runners today. Here we got results from the 1A boys. The race just finished a few minutes ago. 28 full teams. Coming in the top 5, Lloyd Memorial with 247 points. 4th, Walton Verona, 156. Greene County, 132 points. St. Henry, 100 points, and first place Bishop Brossart, 85. Here are your leaders going through the 800-meter mark in 2:51. Now back to the guys' scores. Brossart defeating St. Henry, first time, basically since like 2002, I believe. So quite an accomplishment there for the Bishop Brossart team. But now back to the girls 1A race. There we got a lead pack of, looks like 4 girls. Right now at 3 1/4, or the 3/4 mile mark.
Some of the girls to talk about, we've talked about Megan Smith and Maddox Patterson. Need to talk a little bit about the junior from Louisville Holy Cross, Carly Gawarecki. She was first in Region 3A with a time of 18:55. At the Lexington Catholic Invitational this year, she ran a 19:26. At Greater Louisville, she was 10th with a 19:32. Last year, she was second at state with a time of 19:37, and then in 2011, she was 6th at state. So she's in the lead pack right now. It'd be interesting to see what she does against the 2 state champions, Megan Smith, last year's defending champion, and then Maddox Patterson, the longtime state champion, 3 wins.
All right, right now we got 4 girls with quite a big gap on everybody. One girl looking like she's trying to get into there. She's you see her in the back of the screen right there. You see a big gap between them until we get to the chase pack of about 4 more girls. About to cross the 1 mile mark. Just a second. You're watching KRCC Sports on krcc-tv.com. This is Clay Dixon and Dodd Dixon here at the Kentucky State Cross Country Meet 2013. Girls going through the 1 mile mark. 5:54 or 5:45. Your leaders. That's first through fourth. 5th place 5:52, and your chase back in 5:54. And those are your lead girls right now. Potential for a state title. You can see Maddox Patterson to the right of the screen. In the blue, Danville's Megan Smith, Carly Gawarecki in the maroon to the left. Behind them, they got Samantha Hintz. And then we got presentations. I believe that is Sarah Duncan. Or no, that's Caroline Gusser. And there we got the chase pack behind them. And there we got Williamsburg's 7th grader, Selena Mattingly. See how well she does today.
As we stated before, Megan Smith is the defending champion. Before her, for 3 years, was Maddox Patterson. But before that was another Danville standout. Some of our viewers may remember Caitlin Snap. She won girls Class A state in 08 and 07 and 06. So really, in the last 7 years, there's only been 2 schools that have been at the top of the podium in the individual race. It's been Danville as well as Maddox Patterson from Sayre. Caitlin is running for Elon College at the Southern Comfort Meet. Her freshman year, she ran an 18:24 for a 5K, and this year at Greater Louisville, she ran an 18:17.
Not very fast conditions, might I add.
A little bit about the team scores over the last several years. Last year's champion in the girls' race was St. Henry. 2nd place, Greene County. 3rd place, Bishop Brossart. 4th, Louisville Holy Cross, and Fairview was 5th last year. Year before, in 2011, St. Henry's was 1st, Fairview 2nd, Greene County 3rd, Louisville Collegiate 4th, and Sayre 5th. 2010, Fairview were the champions. St. Henry was 2nd, Sayre was 3rd, Greene County 4th, and Trimble County 5th. In 2009, first year on this new course, St. Henry was the champion, Trimble County 2nd, Fairview 3rd, Louisville Collegiate 4th, and Villa Madonna 5th.
All right, there you got your leaders. We still got actually we got a little mix-up here. We got Megan Smith leading with Carly Gawarecki right next to her. We have Maddox Patterson falling behind slowly. You see here at the back of that pack. They were charging up this hill right now. We got your chase pack behind them beginning to break apart a little bit. Saw Samantha Hintz and Selena Mattingly in there. Presentation got a little pack going right there, and we got the St. Henry pack. Your teams to watch for. Of course, you need to watch out for St. Henry District. Been dominating 1A for years on both sides. Be looking for the battle here for 2nd place is what you need to watch for. You got Presentation, Greene County, Holy Cross, and Hancock County. Just be watching out for them as that develops.
Some of the girls from St. Henry's to keep an eye on. Samantha Hintz, 11th grader, champion from Region 4A. She ran a 19:38. Kind of consistent with her time. At Lexington Catholic Meet on the same course, she ran a 19:30. In Franklin County, she ran a 19:59. Holly Blades, a 10th grader from St. Henry. She ran a 20:44 at regionals. Some of the runners from St. Henry.
All right, they're your leaders. Gawarecki in the maroon and Smith in the blue. Looks like we got Sayre's Maddox Patterson falling off the pack a lot right now. She's got about a 20-meter gap on the leaders there. Behind her, it looks like we got the presentation Gosser there. We got Samantha Hintz and Selena Mattingly in that order. You're going to have the downhill section. They'll be running into the wind in just a minute. Still, the wind will be going from left to right on your screen at this angle. Got the downhill section right now. See if there's anybody going to make a move here.
Supporting Hintz and Blades will be Abby Eplin and Taylor Conant. Now, Conant had a really bad regional race. I think she ran like a 24 or so. That's really atypical for her, so hopefully she'll have a bounce-back performance. Had a PR at Rumble Through the Jungle, 1934 was her time, so she's capable of a good performance. But those are some of the girls that are going to be assisting. Renee Savek, Libby Anakin, and Elizabeth Huffman are some of the St. Henry girls that have been dominating this season.
All right, your leaders took the downhill a little conservative there, trying to just, not really push that headwind they're going in right now. And they're going to be approaching the 2-mile mark, and they're about 3,000 meters into it right now. So they got about 2,000 meters more in this race. Got quite a gap on third place, which is still, there's Maddox Patterson, who beat Megan Smith in a course record time at Lycus Park last week. Things are changing up as Megan Smith, who was really got passed up at about the mile mark last week, and now she's really blown away Patterson here. All right, almost at the 2-mile mark. Patterson only about 30 meters back from the leaders, still in the mix.
Leaders 12.
Gosser and Mattingly
12,
working
12.
together there, and Samantha Hintz falling back. Your lead pack going to the 2-mile.
Chase.
And 12-12. That's a 6:27 split
19.
from their first mile. They did a 5:45, so 6:27. And then
12:27.
we got
Third back.
for third place, that's Maddox Patterson at 12:19, which is a 6:32 split. As she was one of the leaders at the first mile. The chase pack, 4th through 6th place, they're coming through in 12:27. But right now, your leaders looking like a replay from the previous race, except for with different runners. We got Megan Smith and Carly Gawarecki side by side, a little over the 2-mile mark. We got about 3 miles to go, or 1 mile to go. Last race, we saw Matt Bodie make his move on this uphill section the girls are about to go up right now. They're approaching. Patterson trying to hang in there, but slowly falling back as we got a chase pack of Samantha Hintz, Selena Mattingly, and Caroline Gosser working up there. See if there's a move made here.
A little bit about some of the presentation girls. We've already mentioned Caroline Gosser. At Region, she ran a 19:08. Supporting her is Emily Flaherty. She ran a 19:39 at Regionals. Julia Vault, Julia Best, and Amelia Colber are the top runners for presentation. In the same region as Louisville Holy Cross, their top runners, Mackenzie Bolus, she was ran a 21:46 in the private school championship. And Jenna Johnson,
all right, we got this chase pack passing up Maddox. Patterson just dropping out right now. She just walked off to the side of the course, and now it looks like she's a DNF. Your leaders picked up the pace here at the uphill section. We got about 1,200 meters to go.
Back to the Louisville Holy Cross girls. Jenna Johnson ran a 21:48 at the private school championships. Krista Brusher ran a 22:46. It's kind of interesting. The team scores from the private school championship. Presentation was over Holy Cross, but at the regional meet, Holy Cross was over presentation.
All right, here we are with about 1,000 meters to go. Danville in the lead, and we have Gawarecki right beside her. Hear the coach screaming out, "This is where you kick," and here it is. Got Megan Smith working up that hill. Smith looking like she's going to get that championship. We'll just see in the next section we go by. There we got a chase pack right here. Samantha Hentz, Gosser, and Mattingly battling out there. Looks like we got Sarah Duncan from Lloyd Memorial in the mix as well, the senior. Got a pack behind her as well. Taking you back to your leaders, we have Megan Smith with a small lead over Galarecki. She kicked on the uphill section with about 1,000 meters to go, about 1,000 meters to go. Now she's at about 800 to go with all downhill section up until the last 200 meters. Got herself about a 10, 15 meter lead. Galarecki still in striking distance. There behind them, we got Samantha Hentz leading Caroline Gosser and Selena Mattingly. Let's see how it works out here. So they got a downhill section, see who's going to be kicking. Samantha Hentz looking pretty strong here. She begins to spread out that pack. Here's Lloyd Memorial's Sarah Duncan slowly moving up throughout the entire race. There is Emily Flaherty from Presentation, the senior. I believe that was Glasgow. Marisa Moore, the senior as well. And there's your leader. It's Megan Smith from Danville. With about 300 meters to go as she makes this final turn into the straightaway for her final cross-country as a Danville runner. Cross-country meet as a Danville runner.
This will be the 5th year out of the last several that a Danville girl has won the championship.
I believe it started back in 2006. Here in 2013, that's 5 of those were from a Danville jersey.
5 of the last 8 if she's able to hang on for this last 200 meters.
Megan Smith going for the 3 mile in 18:29, or a 6:17 mile in between the 2 and the 3 miles. And in second place, we got Carly Galarecki with an 18:40 for 3 miles. It's a 6:28 mile split. But here's your state champion from 1A, or for the 1A girls division. Defending champion Megan Smith, successfully defending her title with a solid time, a little bit over 19 minutes, 19:07. Behind her, we got Carly Galarecki, the junior from Holy Cross. Maybe next year she'll have her state title, be in the 1920s, 1930 range. Looking like 7th grader Selena Mattingly from Williamsburg, taking the 3rd place title. Got a bright future for her, maybe in the next 2 or 3 years. We'll see here as a state champ. There's Samantha Hentz in 4th place. She's been in the top 5 the entire race. We got Sarah Duncan from Lloyd Memorial slowly moving up through the entire race. Caroline Gosser in 6th. Emily Flaherty in 7th place. Gosser and Flaherty from Presentation. Marisa Moore from Glasgow coming in 8th. Holly Blades from St. Henry looking like your next girl. And it looks like a battle here for the 10th spot. It's going to be Allie Johnson in 10th, Emily Woodward in 11th, and Bailey Rossenbarker in 12th. Abby Eplin from St. Henry in 13th place. Kaylee Perry and Sydney Young. And looks like it's Taylor Conant from St. Henry. That's St. Henry's top 5, I believe. No, that's St. Henry's 4th girl. Their 5th girl coming in right now. Holy Cross. Gotten a couple across the line now. Presentation looking good. Hancock County moving some girls across.
That Kaylee Perry that crossed the finish line in 14th place. I officiated some meets this year that she ran at, and just a phenomenal runner, 7th grader from Morgan County. Looks like she really can move up. She's done well throughout this entire season.
continues to improve. It'll be next 2 or 3 years we'll be seeing a battle between Selena Manley, who came in 3rd, and Kaylee Perry came in 14th.
Looks like Taylor Connett had a better performance today than she did last week in regionals. She was back to form with a 20:41 and was 16th place. Right behind her,
There's Janie Ward passing up some girls there.
Janie Ward, the runner for model in her senior year. Shelby Watkins was the 17th runner, just behind Connett. She's the sophomore from Nicholas County. She was 3rd in Region 5A. Last year, she was 6th in Region 5A, so she's slowly moving up the ranks. That might be a name to watch next year.
The thing about this course, the final 200 meters is a slight uphill section, so kind of hard for kind of something you don't want to do when you're finishing with a 5K, so it doesn't help in the finishing at high speeds. We'll have team scores soon, but right now it's looking like you got St. Henry District for the win. Second place is going to be really close to tell, or it's too close to tell, because we got looks like 3 or 4 teams there. Presentation, Hancock County, Greene County, and Holy Cross. Brossart did good as well. They're in the mix. See Fairview coming across the line. Fairview won state championship a couple of years ago.
2010.
Up next, we'll have the boys, or actually the 2A division. Got quite a race lined up for you there. We'll have the fastest, or the fastest runner in the state battling out with one of the other fastest girls in the state. Be watching that soon. Just stay tuned for KRCC Sports. This is Clay Dixon, Don Dixon. We wrap up here.
173 runners, 1 did not finish. Maddox Patterson.
Patterson dropped off at about the 2 1/4 mark.
3-time state champion, didn't finish the race. Must have had some kind of injuries. They opened up the horse park this year. You can see the fans off to the right portion of the camera, trying to make the course a little more spectator friendly. Also makes the finish a little more exciting when the fans can be around it.
Yeah, I heard that from the announcer a lot at this meet. When I was filming it, they were trying to get the crowd to get into it. Helped out a lot, I believe. All right, we'll be taking you to an interview with Hunter Trenary, who finished 3rd in the 1A boys race. All right, we're here with Hunter Trenary from Owen County. He placed 3rd in the 1A boys race. Hunter, pleased with your performance today?
Yes, very much so.
Take us through your race today. At what point did you really just know, like, okay, this is where I need to go, and like just the toughest points?
All right, well, the first mile, I planned to go out at about 5:05 to 5:08 to kind of take it out conservative. And the second mile, I wanted to put in a few surges to see if I can wear on some guys. And I guess through once we got to the second mile, probably 5th or 6th place, maybe 5th. So I wanted that last mile to just be all bets and see what happens.
All right. You basically, this is your breakout year, pretty much, right? I mean, you've done 15:58, correct? And was that like, what was the race that you just knew that this is gonna be the season that you're gonna be in like a top 5 and you're just gonna be like a machine?
Well, that had been my goal since the summer, training every day. So I knew that as long as I put myself in the best conditions possible, I'd be able to do my best here and get in the top 3.
Any other races for the year? You going down to Foot Locker or any postseason meets?
Yeah, we got a 2-mile race. I think it's at Highlands.
Yeah.
on track, try to get a good PR there, and then we'll be doing the Foot Locker, I guess, at the end of this month. That's all I have.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Hunter Trenary.
Thank you.
All right, and here we are for a wrap up of today's events. In first place for the guys 180, we had Matt Bodie from Louisville Collegiate, 16:17, and 16:27 for Nicholas Waltman from Sayre. Hunter Trenary coming in third place in 16:29. And on the team scores, third place Greene County, second place St. Henry District, and Bishop Grossart breaking the streak, coming in first place with 85 points. Now on the girls' side,
in third place was Holy Cross, second place Presentation, and the winner in the team score was St. Henry District with a low score of 51. Today's winner in the individual competition, Megan Smith, back-to-back state champion. Carly Gawarecki was the runner-up with Selena Mattingly third.
this is Clay Dixon and Todd Dixon. Thank you for watching KRCC Sports. Join us next time as we finish up the state championship.